Hey, pencil knights and chub-chubs alike. It's Marinatini here with pen and blade, welcoming you to Manatee Week. That's right. Ever since 2013, we've been celebrating Manatee Week, and here we are in our 6th year of celebrating these glorious creatures. Thanks for being part of it. And now, here's your fearless leader, Shams.
Yes, I have no fear. I once slayed 1,000 manatee at the great battle of Blood Elf Peak. Which brings us to our subject at hand, celebrating manatees this week. Apparently it's Manatee Week. And so, we are going to draw a manatee of every class. And so, here's my fighter manatee. I already did a few to kind of get the style and figure it out. And you're going to learn how to draw a manatee so that you can celebrate with us. So, grab your little drawing utensils and let's do this. Here's a ranger manatee. He's got his animal companion is a baby manatee. And so if you want to play a manatee in D&D, you're probably going to get like +4 constitution and like -4 dexterity. Maybe +6 constitution, because -4 dexterity is a lot. So it's a tanking class, you know. I should have given the warrior probably more armor for that reason. Or maybe he doesn't need it for that reason. Here we got a warlock. Manatee doing his thing. Our bard manatee, let's write that down here. And then we're gonna get started on a new manatee. Why is this layer hidden? That must be the rogue manatee layer. Yes. Alright. So that's good enough. So we're gonna go to our new layer, and what haven't we done yet? I'll start from the top and go down from here. Oh, a barbarian manatee. So obviously, first off, actually we'll get to the barbarian manatee later. Let's go back to that. Let's do the cleric manatee first. So I want to show you guys how to draw a basic manatee. You're gonna start with some shape like this, alright? But actually, and then it's going to scoop down flat on the bottom into this little taily thing. And then you got one bump here and then a bump into the tail. And that's going to be your basic manatee. So actually let's erase this. Alright. Great. So how are we going to make this? We're going to do a little character design. How are we going to make this into a cleric manatee? Well, we could have a little manatee paws. I like to do one circle and then a shape like this for the manatee paws, and then I usually have a little layer, a little fold of fat under there. So maybe he's in a prayer. He's the praying manatee, and he could have like I guess clerics can have armor and stuff. They usually have some cool armor, so let's give him some armor. I don't know if this is gonna work. I have not tried putting armor or shoulder, what are they, pauldrons on a manatee yet. But we're gonna go for it. Alright, they're good tanking class, so it makes sense. Maybe a long flowing cape. How are you guys doing? You're clerics. I guess I could have gone evil cleric too. I always have my manatees on land. I'm not sure why. I guess they could be floating around, but this is how I do my manatees, so I don't know. This is how I celebrate manatees. How do you celebrate manatees? Honestly, I'm not 100% sure what that means. I guess just to like think about them and appreciate their presence in the world. So he's like, no, that looks too aggressive. Oh, and should he have like a what would he have? What would be a clericy head thing? I mean, you could, let's see, some kind of armor like that. Nah, actually that's kind of cool, but it should go over here. So I guess it should be specially designed for this manatee. So what would be the manatee version of that? It goes over the eyes, and maybe it also goes over the nose. Like that. That manatee is ready for battle. Wow, I kind of like this manatee. Wonder what a manatee deity would be like. He'd be huge, first off. If you ever came across him, it'd be like an island. It'd be so big and slow, so slow moving. It would be like a great island. I think we're done with this guy. What do we want to do with him more? We could put like, you know, his holy symbol could be like that. It's a heart. Or no, an upside down one. Yeah, like that, because it's like the manatee's nose. Alright, cool. We got our cleric. That was pretty good. That was pretty breezy, you guys. Man, we're gonna make good time. We're gonna get home early tonight. Alright. Let's scooch that over 2 smidges. Is that gonna work? Yeah, there we go. Alright, cool. So we got our cleric. Now let's go back to the barbarian. The reason I didn't want to start with that is because we're gonna have a whole new shape for the barbarian. We need to get that barbarian's buff upper body, but I don't want his tail to be too small because then it's gonna look like he's just a giant. So let's make his tail like still like a normal size, and then so that's his chest. So I don't want his head. His head might have to be above his chest like this. Is that gonna work? So these are the basic building blocks we're working with. Did I show you guys how to draw manatee face? You do that, you put a line there. If you want, you can take that off and have it swooping up like that or something, and then the eyes go somewhere on the side, and then that's it. And then you do them coming down, and you do the little tail like I showed you. This guy's cute, man. He should be our rogue manatee. I'm gonna take him. I like his little expression. How do I do this? I actually don't know how to work this program very well. I should watch one of those really in-depth tutorials. Duplicate. Good. Back to the other layer. Erase. And I don't know if that head above the thing, well, we'll see. Let's put in some muscles. So we gotta give him like some muscles, man. Muscle T? No. And muscles. And a like an axe, like a big old axe. Oh man, now that's a manatee. That's a manatee's manatee. That's a manatee to end all manatees. That's right. Give him some big shoulders. Wow. And let's make his eyes even lower on his head with a scowl. I don't know why. We'll make his nose, we'll give him 2 nostrils flaring. No, let's keep the regular nose convention. Now this is crazy. Does that even look like anything anymore? I don't think it does. No, it does not. Let's get rid of that. And then he's got a huge axe, huge battle axe, huge, powerful, mighty battle axe. It's not even gonna fit on this page. I don't know. I'm not feeling this. See, this is like I might just start over. At the end of this video, you're gonna hear a manatee song, custom composed. I guess all songs are custom composed by Josh Block. And so you're gonna hear this, and then you're also gonna see the time lapse while it's playing of all these manatee drawings. So you see, like, I start over in a bunch of them, and you know, I don't want to make this video too long, so I'm trying to get him on the first try, or just be happy enough with it. But if I was just drawing on my own, just trying to figure it out, I'd probably give this guy another go, and I might come back to this one or something similar, but you just never know. It's fun to explore and experiment. I'm not unhappy with this guy though. He's pretty cool. So he's got, like, I guess he's got a spear. Barbarians can definitely have spears. In fact, that's probably the staple weapon of an actual, like a more realistic barbarian would more likely have a spear than an axe. So let's go with that. That's good. Oh, this guy, now I'm liking him. Let's give him a loincloth. And it's funny because because all the others, actually, his loincloth can be dragging on the ground a little like that. All the others are actually not wearing any clothes, so he's actually more clothed than most of, or a lot of these characters. Yeah, like, I don't know. It's weirdly ironic. A loincloth in the world of it's like a tiger, leopard. You slay the leopard. What's it called? In the world of manatees, a loincloth is like actually like a really sign of like upper class. But in our world it's the exact opposite. It's like a classy thing, like, oh, you're covering your loins. That's interesting. I heard that's what all of the upper crust folks are, upper crust manatees are doing. So I'm assuming you understand my point and that I'm being perfectly clear, and I'm going to move on to the next segment, which is going to be our next manatee class, because I think we got this guy. This guy's in the bag. Right, he's good enough. I'm not going to get it to any like super finished state. It'd be cool to do these guys as a police lineup, but I don't know if I'm going to invest the time in that. Alright. Yeah. I want this hand wrapping around more. That's bugging me. Kind of like lean back, you know, and look at the whole thing. And try to look at it with fresh eyes and be like, okay. And actually, it's reasonably like not like clean, but it's somewhat cleaned up. Aside from this side, and I wonder if I should just have. This connect to the body like that. Yeah, now we're talking. And then let's give him like some short whiskers and some scars. Oh yeah, most of these manatees could be scarred up because well, you know what, let's jump to our first, and I think only manatee fun fact of the video. Take it away, Marina.
Alright, some manatee trivia for you. 3 statements, only one of which is true. Can you guess which one? Manatees usually swim at 10 miles per hour. Manatees have no natural enemies. Manatees are able to breathe underwater. Which is the true fact? Oh no, let's fact check. Manatees have to come to the surface to breathe every 3 to 5 minutes, and they only swim 3 to 5 miles per hour. Of course you got it. How awesome. Manatees have no natural enemies, and it's believed they can live 60 years or more. Most of manatee fatalities come from things like motorboats
I don't know how
or loss
long
of
that was going to
habitat.
take, but that probably took too long. I got all caught up in drawing. Thank you. Whoa, fascinating. Yes, and we're going to be moving on to our next class right here, which is going to be druid. This is cool because you know what? At first I was going to have him riding a saber-toothed manatee, but he will be a saber-toothed manatee because it'll be mid-transformation between like human and creature, as the druids are wont to do. So I'm going to be about to turn into like a saber-toothed tiger, I guess. I mean, basically I just want an excuse to draw. Oh, he's just going to look like a walrus. Oh, bro. Secret of life revealed. Walrus are just saber-toothed manatees, man. How could we have missed this? And then they just have like a druid staff. I'm actually cool with this. He's pretty simple, but I like it. Like that, and then the staff's like a weird natural tree thing. There's some little joots hanging off. Boop boop. See, that's called in-depth thinking. Take notes, ladies and gentlemen. Alright. I think that's it. We're gonna be good with our druid like this. Well, what else could we add? Should we add like a cool haircut? Yeah, just some more, just to make him a little more wild. Yeah. Now we're talking. Druid. Cool, bro. Alright. Oh man, we're cooking with fire now. We already did our fighter. Oh, the monk. How are we gonna make a monk like? He'll be balanced. He has to be balanced. On the edge of his fin. And some like glorious like alright. Something like that. The eyes closed. And then we'll give him like those Krillin dots. Alright, and then let's have him. He's conjuring. He's the sea bender. He's conjuring the elements here, man. This might be a little too. Well, I guess if you have a manatee's body, this isn't that crazy for. And then I want it to look like he's bouncing on that one, or she. Any of these manatees could be male or female. Unless, do I have to give them eyelashes to indicate they're female? Or what if it's just a dude manatee with long eyelashes? Yeah. Monk. Boom, that's it. It's simple. He could have monk's beads. I don't even think he needs them. I don't like that as much. Nah, man, he's just pricing. He's very simple. Simple monk. Alright, cool. Easy breezy lemon squeezy. What do we got going on next? We did we didn't do a paladin. Oh, our cleric is very paladin-like though, isn't he? Then we've got the ranger rogue. Oh, we already got our rogue ready to go. Sorcerer and wizard. Interesting. I don't do sorcerer and wizard. Okay, alright, cool. So let's try to breeze through these. Maybe keep them rough. The paladin. Okay. So it needs a huge shield. Here, this is how we're gonna cheat the system. Alright, huge shield with like wings. Oh, no, wait, the manatee with manatee tails. Oops, how do you do that? Maybe the whole thing has that pattern. There we go. That's cool. Whatever, like that. And then we'll have the manatee poking its head out like this. And then let's have the sword stuck in the ground. Like with dust. That's the scene, baby. This guy's a big one. Manatees. 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 Alright. Cool. Is that it? Maybe like a tiara pendant, so he's like from some ancient order. That's pretty good. And then he should be more serious. Alright. Cool. I think we're gonna leave it like that. Oh yeah, paladin. What do we got next? What do we got next? Keep them coming. Man, I didn't realize there was gonna be so many. Rogue. Alright, let's do that rogue. Where's it at? Where's it at? Oh my gosh, did we lose it? But it was perfect though. Yo, I think we lost it, you guys. Oh no, it's right here. Up at the top. Look at how sneaky this rogue is. Look how innocent it looks. Got a little scarf. A little scarf on. That it can pull up when it does, like, you know, bad things. But aside from that, it's actually just kind of looks really low-key. Rogue. Welcome to the real world, buddy. Alright. Following up with that, we're going to do our sorcerer and our wizard. So our sorcerer is going to be cackling with monotonous energy. So he's going to be like... I don't know, wait, let's try something crazy since this is almost our last one. Here's an upside down manatee. And he's like... So somehow this manatee is getting locked up in some warped, like time loop. Is that it? See, this is the first idea, but usually explore a few ideas. But, you know, we're just doing stuff for fun. But do I like this? That's, I guess, should be the question. Do I like this to be the sorcerer? I have mixed feelings. Let's make a new layer. Let's put our little rogue down here. Get out the way, buddy. Let's try a different one. So how can he be with his little arms? Maybe like, okay, what if... Oh, like this? Just circle it like this. How is it? Like that. And then with the... And he's like, oh, he should be looking up. That's pretty cool. So what if this is like that? Let's see that. Yes. Alright, this is getting somewhere. I think I like this one better than the other one. And then, how can I make it more sorceress? What a sorcerer. Like, what would be around him? I could put something around, or the outfit. Be good. The sorcerer in like 3rd edition wore like some crazy vest thing. I wonder if a cool vest might look good on this guy. You know what? Looks alright. Let's see what we can do with this cute little vest. Get him looking styling. Getting styling and smiling, you guys. That's what we gotta do here. Maybe not this guy. This guy might not be smiling. He's pretty serious. I'm not even sure how to do manatee expressions. That's coming up next year at Manatee Week. We're gonna do manatee expressions. Wow. Wow. Seeing a lot of excitement in the audience out there. Settle down, settle down. It's gonna be alright. Alright, I don't know if I like this vest after all. This is a terrible vest. Terrible vest. Maybe if we give it some fur. Some fur by the wayside. By the wayside? Man, I'm getting tired. That looks better. The fur on the right looks better. Let's see if we can... I mean, yeah, I guess sorcerers tend to be like eccentric and stuff, right? That's kind of one of the ideas, perhaps. I don't know if that's a fair stereotype. I'm not sure how sorcerers feel about that. But, I guess it's gonna work for us in this occasion. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and be satisfied with this guy. Alright. Wait a minute, just 1 minute. And we're almost up to our last manatee, the most bookish of the manatees. We're probably gonna have him holding a little book. I think that'll be cute. I don't know about this guy. I'm having mixed feelings. But for now, we're gonna leave him like this. Oh, maybe he should have like... give the warlock kind of down. Now he doesn't look like a manatee. There we go, we gotta give him that. Alright. We're just gonna leave it like that. Maybe just so it's not so plain, give a little blubber folds there. A little extra blubber here where it's pushing against the ground. Alright, cool. Sorcerer. Let's move this here. Okay. And finally, I should do this with the races for D&D. That would be a really good exercise. I feel like I'm not quite ready yet, but after I finish doing some more of this anatomy practice schedule that I've got going on, I'm going to go back to a basic one. So never mind. So I think we should have done it like that to start with. That's easier. And then just go like that. Boom, 1, 2. It's a good right, left, whatever. I'm tired. I'm gonna make this pretty simple because I'm tired. But yeah, that would be good to do that after I finish going through my anatomy training. I'm feeling more confident, and then I gotta learn how to draw. That's the problem. I've got to learn how to draw clothing nicely. So I don't know. I'll figure it out. But eventually, that's something I'd like to do for sure. So this guy should probably have, well, maybe since the other one's headed down, we'll see what we can do with this. Maybe his little things are going up. And he's got a little bag under his eyes to convey that he's older, presumably wiser. He's got a little book. And he's got his little staff. I actually really like this one. It might be my favorite. What's your favorite, you guys? Let me know which manatee you liked and how your manatees turned out. And I think that's going to be it. Yeah, that's cool, man. This guy's chilling. So right now, I guess I'm going to play the time lapse of all these, of drawing all these guys, including the ones you didn't see before and a few of my practice ones early on, along with the composition by Josh Block. Enjoy. Oh yeah. Peace, God bless, and stay fantastic, everyone.
There's quite a magnificent beast that lives out in our seas. Its average is about 9 feet long, is gray, and has no knees. But it's okay, it doesn't need knees. It lives in the ocean, don't you see? It's not a shark, it's not a squid, it's not a Hawaiian reef triggerfish. It's a manatee. Manatee, you're the only marine mammal for me. Whales and dolphins, my senses, they just don't please. If I don't see a manatee soon, I might just go crazy. So if there's one wish I had, I'd wish for a manatee. A sailor once thought he saw a woman with green hair. He said, mateys, there's a lady in the water and she looks so fair. But on closer inspection, it was seaweed up there. It wasn't a lady, it was 9 feet long and weighed about 500 kilos. It was pretty clearly a manatee. Manatee, you're the only marine mammal for me. Whales and dolphins, my senses, they just don't please. If I don't see a manatee soon, I might just go crazy. So if there's one wish I had, I'd wish for a manatee. Once I went swimming out on the east coast of this nation, and when you're out there, the sea's quick to escalation. When I woke up, I thought it was the lifeguard who gave me mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. But it wasn't a lifeguard, it was 9 feet long and gray. A manatee gave me CPR. Manatee, you're the only marine mammal for me. Whales and dolphins, my senses, they just don't please. If I don't see a manatee soon, I might just go crazy. So if there's one wish I had, I'd wish for a manatee. Manatee, you're the only marine mammal for me. Whales and dolphins, my senses, they just don't please. If I don't see a manatee soon, I might just go crazy. So if there's one wish I had, I wish for a manatee. Damn it.